Remember what we mentioned when we were discussing the basics of percentages? Percentages, fractions, decimal. All of these mean the same except that they're presented in different formats. Many times having a good sense of a number and the ability to convert from fractions to percentage and percentages to fraction interchangeably, very quickly, seamlessly is going to help you get to the answer fast, whether you have a calculator or you don't have a calculator. Some parts of the test have calculators, some do not have calculator, but your ability to calculate it mentally will save you the time of even keying things into the calculator. Let's start with this. In this exercise, we're going to be writing equivalent percentages for these fractions. Whatever is known directly, we'll quickly finish it. 1 by 2 is 50%, half is 50%. 1 by 3, anytime, how do you compute a fraction, convert a fraction to a percentage, multiply it with 100. So 100 by 3 is equal to 33, 99 by 3. Again, you'll have a 1 as a reminder. So it's going to continue indefinitely as a 33.3333. So this is 33.33%. 1 by 4 is straightforward, which is equal to 25% known to us. 1 by 5, 100 by 5 is equal to 20%. So whatever is easy, we'll quickly rush through it. 1 by 6 is actually half of 1/3. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 is 1/6. 1/3 is 33.33. Half of that is equal to 16.66%. Remember these things. Don't try to mug it up. Just look at this chart once or twice for 3-4 days in a while and you'll know most of this by heart. 1 by 7, note this. This is an interesting one. 14.28%. Many times examinations mention it as 14.3%. So when you see a 14.3 or a 14.28, the equivalent fraction is going to be 1 by 7. 1 by 8, pretty much similar to what we did with 1 by 6. This is half of 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is at 25%. So half of that, half of 25, which is 12.5%. Let's take a minute for this 1 by 9 into 100. So this is going to be equal to 100 by 9. So 11 times will leave us with 99. That gives us 1 as the reminder. Have a decimal here. So this is going to become 10. So it leave us with a 1. 1. 9. So the remainder is going to be 1. So add a 0. It's going to be 9. Which is going to be leaving a remainder of 1. So it continues as 11.1111. So this is equal to 11.11%. 1 by 10 straightforward, which is equal to 10%. Let's invest a minute in 1 by 11. 1 by 11 is 100 by 11 when you express it as a percentage. 100 by 11, 9 times is 99. So essentially it leaves you with a remainder of 1. Keep a decimal point. So you get a 10. 10 is not divisible by 11. So have another 0. So it's going to become 100. That's going to leave you with a 9. So that's going to be 99. 1. So you'll have a 0, which is going to add a couple of zeros. So it's going to be 9.0909, so on and so forth. So this is 9.09%. Quick way to remember, 1 by 9 is 11.11. 1 by 11 is 9.09. They actually swap their places. 1 by 12 is half of 1 by 6. 1 by 6 is 16.66. So half of that is going to be equal to 8.33%. 1 by 10 is 10%. 1 by 20 is half of that. So this is going to be equal to 5%. So these are some of the common conversions. If you have a good hang of it, what these numbers are, save you a lot of time in terms of computation. Given this in a printed form, you might want to keep this slide handy. So like every day you look at it for 3 or 4 days, then you'll become very comfortable with converting from percentages to fraction and fractions to percentages, at least of the common values which are tested in these exams. Let's look at a question which has got 3 parts to it, where the percentage is given in a value which is 33.33%. Let's start with these one by one. The first one, the price of a mobile phone decreased by 33.33% to $90. Keep track of this proposition. Revisit this Utopia land price question where we did this. So if you want, revisit that question and come back to it. It's exactly the same as that, except that there we dealt with 20%, which is a round number. Here we are dealing with 33.33%. What is the price before the decrease and by what amount did it decrease? Let's say the price is X. It came down by 33.33% of what? Of the old value, which is equal to X, to a new value, which is equal to Y. So this 33.33% in terms of a fraction is actually 1/3 of X. So X, the old price, has come down by 1/3 to a new price of X minus 1 by 3X is equal to 2/3 of X. So this is going to be the new price. Now let's check out what is given to us. It's come down to 90. So I'm going to use the proportions as we did in that question. Old, decrease, new. The old is x. It's come down by a third of x. It's come down to 2/3 of x. What is given to us? We've been given the new price, which is equal to 90. Equate these two. We have the answer. 2/3 of x is equal to 90. So x is equal to 3 into 90 divided by 2. This will cancel out as a 45. So x is equal to 135. Old price is 135. New price is equal to 90. So it's come down by $45. The only thing which you need to keep in mind is don't apply this 1/3 on 90, because the price decrease is always a fraction or a percentage of the old value. The 90 given to us is the new price or the new value. So you can't apply it directly in this case. Watch out for only that part of it. Part 2, same 33.33%. So I've captured, so this part 1, I'm sorry. We captured this in a printed form. Original price is 135. It's come down by 45. Let's look at part 2. It's come down by the same 33.33%. This time from $90. This is the place where you can apply this 33.33% directly on 90, because 90 is the old price in this case. Let's quickly run through this. Process the same. It's come down by a third. So new price is equal to 2/3. So this is what our table looks like. X decreased by x by 3. So new price is equal to 2/3x. What is given is the old price. So this is equal to 90. It's very straightforward. If x is 90, a third of x is going to be equal to 30. The new price is going to be 90 minus 30, which is equal to 60. So it's come down by 30. It's come down to 60. The last part, it's decreased by 33.33% or $90 is what they've said. So the value by which it has come down is equal to $90. The first part is exactly the same. It's come down by 33.33% of what? Of the old value, original value. So it's come down by a third of x. It's come down to 2/3 of x. So this part of the table remains the same. What we are going to fill in is what this 90 corresponds to. $90 corresponds to the decrease. So x by 3 is equal to 90. So x is equal to 3 times 90, which is equal to 270. What is x? The old price. 270 is the old price. It's come down by 90. It's come down to 180. So the crux of this question is two parts. One, whenever you see in percentages, this 33.33, 16.66, find its equivalent fraction and use it. Saves you a lot of time and computation. Second part, revisiting what we did with the Utopia question. Check out what is given here. Is this $90 the old value? Is it the new value? Or is it the value by which it has come down? What else can you do to prepare for the test? Good question. You can always start by subscribing to this channel and signing up for the most comprehensive and affordable GMAT Quant course that's available online at gmat.visaco.com.